What's up, everyone? It's been a minute. I just want to say real quick, please watch this whole video. There is a lot to talk about. This is something that's very, very scary and I've never faced before. And I think even more creators are going to face this. So especially if you're a content creator, I really suggest you hear out my whole story and everything I'm going to talk about, because I think this can drastically affect you in your career. And especially if you're a smaller creator, I think it's going to really damage what you want to do. I have never meant this more. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please do. And not only that, if you guys aren't subscribed to my Pokemon channel, seriously, I'm like begging, please go over there. The things that I'm going to talk about are reasons why I need more viewership and subscribers over there to get an influx for YouTube to see something. And I'm in the position to do it. So I'm just going to say it again before you watch the rest of this video. If you aren't subscribed to here, if you aren't subscribed to my Pokemon channel and you want to even see that, I would really freaking appreciate it. For real, I think it's something that can save me, and it's really the only glimmer of hope I have right now for what I want to talk about. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I want to use my voice for this, because I really think this is a big problem that YouTube is not addressing, and they need to be called out for it. And they need to say something. There's a couple of YouTube terms that I kind of need to get out of the way, so the people that aren't in this space need to kind of understand what I'm talking about. The big two I'm going to talk about is CPM and RPM, which is basically a metric to determine how much revenue us creators get. And both of these things relate to over 1,000 views on a video, a advertiser will pay for an ad. Now, to give you guys an idea of what my CPM and RPM have looked like for years and years, it's usually been around the $8 to $12 mark, sometimes a little less, sometimes more, but that's just an average. For every 1,000 views, that's how much I get paid for that. And it can definitely vary, but it's pretty accurate on that. I made a video on my Pokemon channel talking about this. I got 24 hours to kind of think about it more, and I'm a lot more angrier and sad what I was when I made my last video. To give you guys an idea of what's going on with me, imagine yourself in this situation. You're working a job that pays $8 an hour. And let's say you work all week, and then on Friday when you get your check, you find out that Wednesday and Thursday you worked all your hours, you worked how many hours, but you didn't get paid $8 an hour. You got paid $1 an hour for absolute no reason. Your boss didn't tell you anything. There's no email, there's no text, no phone call. You just dropped down to an eighth of what you're supposed to make. Now, I'm not saying I'm guaranteed my CPM, my RPM, my monetization. I'm not saying that, but I will say for basically the past 7, 8, 9 years that I've been doing YouTube, it's never fluxed this insane. The only time it has is 2 times. And that was the first one during Adpocalypse in 2016, I believe. But even I wasn't seeing a crazy decline in CPM revenue, really anything, to be honest. The only people that I saw it for were my other people, my friends in the house that were doing YouTube at the time, and they were not very family friendly, and they dramatically dropped. If you guys don't know me, I like to say I'm pretty family friendly. And the second time was during the pandemic. Now, with the pandemic and even the adpocalypse, there were these very gradual declines in CPM, RPM, revenue. And that's because advertisers get scared and freaked out. They don't know what's going to happen during these times, so they pull back and they don't monetize any videos. They're scared. Again, these are very gradual things. It just doesn't drop and it's nothing. So I started looking into this, and the first thing that I found many times was there was a lot of creators, smaller creators especially, were not getting their full revenue that they should be getting a month, week, days prior that they should have been, when it shows how much money they're supposed to make. It's practically cut to zero. And what I found through every single one of these smaller creators is that YouTube would say that it's a bug. And then eventually all these YouTubers got messages back with just a copy paste, every response was the same of that it was due to invalid traffic, saying that the viewers were fake. And again, YouTube is telling these creators that these views are fake, so they refund the money to the advertiser. And that's where I'm going to call a huge BS on YouTube's part, because I don't care the size of whatever you are. Saying that pretty much 100% of the revenue during certain times is going to be refunded to the advertiser because it's fake isn't true. I understand I'm not people from YouTube that are looking into analytics and everything, but I have done YouTube for a long time, and that is just not possible, and that is not true. And especially people aren't seeing this happen to bigger creators. It is only, from what I'm seeing, it's only happening to people that are smaller. And by smaller, I'm talking about probably below like 100,000, sometimes more, but most of the time, a lot smaller. It's like a video gets 20,000 views, Coca-Cola puts some ads on there, and then YouTube comes back and says, hey, these views actually weren't 100%. Actually, if anything, this video shouldn't have any views. So here's all your money back, Coca-Cola. I'm here to tell you guys that's not true. And I'm especially here to tell you guys to raise my voice a little bit more about this, because it's not happening to the bigger creators. And there's a reason why. And it's because bigger YouTubers make more money. The richer get richer and the poorer get poorer. It's how it freaking works. And from a business mindset from YouTube, it's totally understandable. The people that get more views, that can hold attention for a longer time, you throw these primary, really top tier ads towards these people. And for everybody else, you don't really know, so you're just not going to throw advertisements to them. Now, I want to say this isn't fully my issue. I do think it definitely can happen for what I'm about to talk about, but my thing is somewhat related to it. But I also wanted to raise my voice on it because I've been getting tweets and I've been getting YouTubers DMing me, some large and a lot small, talking to me about this is a huge problem and nobody is really talking about it. That kind of analogy that I was giving you about going from $8 an hour down to $1, I'm not saying it's 100% me. I know I'm not working hourly or whatever, but that was my cut. I've been cut from around an 8 to 12 CPM. Like I said, it fluctuates down to a under 1 CPM RPM, which means for every 1,000 views, I'm getting paid $1 or less. And just so you guys know, for the years and years and years I have been doing YouTube, I have never seen a drop like this ever. And it wasn't a gradual, it was one day. And for the past 3 days, it has only been like this on only my Pokemon channel. My main channel and my second channel have not been affected, which is very big. Please remember that. Not from Adpocalypse, not from the pandemic, nothing. It has never been this low, and it's never been this fast and rapid. And I know a lot of other YouTubers will agree with me on that. And I really want to explain why this is such BS and it should not be happening. I messaged a few people on Team YouTube itself, and my response is at the very beginning, it was said to be a glitch. And then it was a continuous copy and paste of either 1, invalid traffic, or 2, advertisers don't want to spend money on me. This happened in an instant for my third channel, my Pokemon channel, and there is no sign of a significant amount of people that are fake watching my videos. Go to my comment section. Tell me if you think those people are fake. There's definitely bots. I get that, but not to the extent they're talking about. It is ridiculous. From a snap of a finger, I went from 8 to 12 around that CPM to 1 CPM and a snap of a finger. That has never happened on YouTube ever. I dare you to try to find other YouTubers that are like that. That does not happen. That is an anomaly for anybody that happens to. And the reason why I'm freaking out about this a little bit more than what I was yesterday is because I'm very scared that this is going to happen to my other channels, my second channel, my main channel that's linked to my other channel, my third channel, my Pokemon channel. And I truly believe that when it happens to me, it's going to happen to more people. And I think it's going to start happening to a lot more people because I see it happen more and more. And again, nobody's talking about it for whatever reason, or people are, but it's the smaller channels that are talking about it. And of course, if this happened on my main, my second, and my third channel, I would be living a completely different life from everything I've been doing. I've built up a fan base for years and threw them over to another channel. It's not fake viewers. And it's also people that can watch ads. And I know there's going to be some people that will guess on why this is happening. So let me try to clear some of them up. The first thing is the election that's going on. People thinking that a lot of businesses are pulling out because of the election. And that's not true. If that would be true, what about my main channel? What about my second channel? What about so many other big YouTubers that it's not affecting literally at all? And what do you say to the other YouTubers that are saying the same thing, that it's actually happened in the past month or it's happened in the past 2 months? Some people might ask about my content maturity. I'm super family friendly. I don't curse. I don't talk about gore. I don't talk in a way that deems me inappropriate, and so I get demonetized. And my content on my third channel, I'm opening up Pokemon cards. And I'm family friendly. It's literally pretty much like a toy channel. I don't know how much more family friendly you could actually get with that. That's like saying you're going to demonetize Ryan's toy review, because I'm pretty much doing the same, to be honest. More of the research I've been doing, I've also found many articles that have been saying that YouTube has been cutting spending around 50%. Now, I really think everybody should look at everything from both sides. Everything that I'm saying you should look more into. There's an article that I saw from Forbes, and again, you know, I don't believe a lot of stuff on the internet, but this is affecting my livelihood, so I look into it more, and I'm just going off of what other people say. Again, I don't know if it's 100% true, but a big one was a Forbes article that I saw that YouTube was cutting its advertisement in half. And I think the people that are the biggest affected by this are smaller creators, because it's the only one that I really see it happening to. This isn't a visual glitch. I've seen visual glitches with revenue, with CPM, with RPM, with all this stuff. I've seen those glitches before. This isn't a glitch. And I've even been told by Team YouTube themselves that this isn't a glitch. It's intended the way it's supposed to be. That was their words. It's intended the way it's happening. There have been a few people that I've talked to saying that this has been happening to them, so they actually went off and made another channel. And within an amount of time when that channel is able to be monetized, they're fine. They go back to a certain CPM. But in my head, I think the same thing is going to happen, is they're just going to get hit when YouTube detects it's either a new channel or it's a small channel, and it's just going to get hit again. And I hope you guys can understand why I'm so scared about it, is because when I see this channel, for instance, I haven't uploaded it into a good amount of time. It makes me go, okay, well, YouTube might think it's a new channel because I just uploaded a new video that I haven't uploaded in like a month to this. So YouTube thinks, oh, it's a new channel, or the views aren't like a couple million, so it must be a small channel, so I'm just gonna not advertise on it. I've been getting quite a few comments too that people that have already looked into this really truly believe that the beginner YouTuber dream is just like dead, or it's starting to die. I'm gonna look more into this. As far as what I'm doing trying to fix it, I noticed that my main and my second channel were a part of networks, and my third channel, my Pokemon channel, was not part of a network, and that again was the only one that's been affected by all this. So I've contacted my network to see if they can add my channel, to see if there's a possibility that they can start putting ads on my videos themselves instead of just my AdSense. Which, if you guys don't know, when you make a YouTube, you have to have an AdSense account for YouTube, for Google to pay you. And a network is just like a third party. So now I'm seeing if that's a possibility. I don't know yet. And the thing that really sucks is I don't have any answers. Like, that actually is legit the only thing that I have that I'm doing right now that I don't know if it'll change anything. I've put so many hours into that channel already, and I might not be able to continue it anymore. It's definitely still a hobby and I love doing it, but at the same time is, you know, I've hit a point in my career where it's just, I can't work on projects for, you know, 6 to 10 hours a day, spending hundreds of dollars on videos for content and then not get paid like really anything for them. It's just a huge loss of money. It's really stupid to do that. This whole thing is really freaking scary. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to happen to my other channels, and I'm really worried. And I don't want to put like fear and do this whole like fear mongering thing, but seriously, if you're a smaller channel, it really, dude, I don't even know what to say. Like, be careful. I don't know. I don't have an answer of how to change this. Again, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do because I've spent so much time on my Pokemon channel. I really want to keep it, and I want it to, it's the most fun I've had on YouTube in years, and I want to get back onto uploading on here. And I definitely want to, seriously, if you guys go sub over to that other channel, I'll get back into uploading here. But I can't continue that channel if it just doesn't make money. It's a really bad business decision. It's not a good idea. And I'm not going to upload it on here because I have a certain fan base on here. I have a certain fan base on my main, and I have a certain fan base for my Pokemon. It's like Fortnite, Minecraft, and Pokemon. And I'm not going to mingle all that up. I'm just not going to do it. This shouldn't be a problem. YouTube is doing something shady, and it's not being addressed. If there are any other YouTubers that are seeing this, I highly encourage you to make a video on it, to go out and YouTube and talk about it, to literally do whatever you can at people, whoever. Again, it freaks me out for the future, but like I said, I don't know what to do. To end this off, seriously, please go subscribe to my other channel. I really think if that thing just starts bumping up in subs a lot, I think there's a really good chance that it'll put me in a type of algorithm or something to where I can start getting ads back that I was getting, to where I can maintain that channel even more. And here too, if you guys are new here too, please make sure you're subscribed. It's all I have. It's seriously the only move that I have, and it's really freaky. Appreciate you guys watching. If you saw everything, I appreciate it a whole lot. If anything changes, I will 100% update you guys. If I go back to the type of revenue that I was getting beforehand, and I can keep my Pokemon channel, then I will 100% come back here when I am 100% sure we're good over there. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully soon. And yeah, appreciate it.